the unknown of the academy, for one, and then two, I think the structure. I mean, it was pretty structured.
No, for sure, and it is very intimidating because the law books are so thick.
Oh, yeah.
And so you look at that and you're like, how am I ever going to get to this point? And then you think of all the physical fitness that goes into it, and you get very intimidated.
Oh, most definitely.
I'm Officer Pastor with the Garland Police Department, and welcome to the Garland Police Department's Long Code Podcast. Today we're going to be talking with Officer Hurse. He's our recruiting officer, and he's going to be answering several questions that we get often about how to prepare for the academy, what to expect in the academy, and then kind of life after the academy, what training kind of looks like. We also talk about personal stories that we had when we were in our police academy, and so we're going to have a good time. I hope you learned something. Trent, you got anything?
So you guys train for 5 weeks and then get thrown out into the streets, or what's the process like in the academy?
Man, that is definitely a question that Officer Hurst is going to go over and answer. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
You are clear for long code.
So we're here with Officer Hurst. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Very good, very good. So, man, tell me, what do you do here for the department?
I am, by title, I'm the recruiting officer, so I'm assigned to the training unit. So the first and most importantly, I recruit, but I also teach in the academy. And I'm more specifically over the TASER program.
Man, that's awesome. How long you been doing that?
About 4 years now.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about yourself. You got any hobbies or anything? How do you unwind?
To be honest, my family's my hobby. Yeah. I was blessed with 4 children and a beautiful wife. So outside of the department, they are my life. They are my time. We do a lot of traveling, at least 2 to 3 trips a year.
Man, that's awesome.
2 of my kids are in sports. My baby girl is in dance. So trying to maneuver practices and things like that with only me and my wife. So,
dude, that
is it.
That's awesome. That sounds like a busy time in your life right now.
Most definitely.
So, man, walk us through. So, you get the applicants interested in Garland PD. They go through a testing process. Well, will you explain what briefly, I guess, or explain what that testing process looks like?
Most definitely. So we'll go all the way back. Most of my initial contacts start by social media, college fairs, traveling for military bases. So let's say I meet someone at a college recruiting fair.
Yeah.
I know they're interested in law enforcement, more specifically the Garland Police Department. I typically share with them our application process, that there will be a written and civil service test, and I give them the next application window. So as a college student, I suggest you always plan it close to your graduation time so you can transition straight from the classroom into your career. So let's say now you have an application window, you know the next test you want to take, you go online, submit your application.
Nice.
24 to 48 hours, you get an email response from HR confirming your application and giving you more details about the test. You show up test day, you take your written exam first, 70 or better, then you take the physical fitness exam, mile run, 19 push-ups, 29 sit-ups. Immediately after that, we have you come back in. You'll meet with our academy coordinator, Officer Hurse, and my Lieutenant Stedman. They'll give you the lay of the land, what to expect, what to do, what not to do. A benefit of our police department, not only the tradition, but also how physically challenging it is, mentally and physically.
Yeah.
So you're prepared for every situation that you'll encounter as a police officer. So they'll tell you all that information. We typically work our backgrounds from highest score to lowest 70. So depending on where you are, that's how you know when your background will be worked. In addition, you'll get weekly updates, emails from me saying, hey, we're working all backgrounds, 80 and above or 90 and above.
That's nice.
Also,
kind of lets the applicant know that, what status they're in.
Exactly.
That's good.
Exactly.
That's really good.
So you'll get those weekly emails. Once your background is worked, it is then turned in to my lieutenant, who agrees to send you through the rest of the process, and then you're scheduled for your oral board and your polygraph. Upon passing both of those, you'll do your psych, medical screening, and a couple other things, receive your official offer. and that official offer will tell you your academy start date.
Wow.
You walk in the academy. The benefit of our academy is that you receive your full pay and benefits while going through our academy. So it's not like an outside academy that you have to pay for.
Right.
You have a guaranteed job, you have a guaranteed start date, and you have a guaranteed salary.
Right. So you're making money while you're going to school.
Exactly.
And the school is paid for by your employer. Yeah, that's awesome. And I mean, we give full uniforms and all the tools that they need, study materials, everything like that. Right?
Most definitely. So my running joke is we provide you everything except for your undergarments.
There you go.
So literally from your books to your uniform to everything on your duty belt. It's not most departments, even whether it's city, county, whatever departments it is, they give you a stipend. Like you get $500 to do in a year. And literally if they look at your uniform, your shirt was probably $50, your pants might have been $100, your badge is $50. That goes pretty quickly. The benefit of us, our quartermaster, Officer Took, is second to none. And he's literally right downstairs. So you get everything you need. Boots every year, vest every 5 years, and anything else you need as need basis. Great. So it's a great opportunity.
Man, that's awesome. So, an academy start date is established. The applicant is now given an official offer. Their I guess title changes to recruit at that point.
Exactly.
And then that recruit, what is the first? What do they need to be prepared for getting into the academy? And maybe what does the academy life look like?
So typically our day as instructors start about 6 a.m. We're all here between 6 and 6:30 because every day we have physical training. So, and that starts at 7 in the morning.
Gotcha.
So about 8 or 9, you typically work out. Usually about 8. We give you time to shower, change, get prepared for the classroom, which starts at 9 a.m. You're typically in class from 9 until it ends about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's your typical day as a recruit.
Huh, nice. So what I guess suggestions or recommendations or advice do you give to somebody who's, about to start the academy? What kind of physical fitness shape do they need to be in?
Perfect. So something actually our assistant chief started with my new lieutenant is we do weekly updates. So literally every week I'm sending you out a workout to prepare you. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is typically our run day. Tuesday and Thursday, we do some kind of strength training, whether it's lifting weights or CrossFit or something like that. So from literally the day you take the test, typically it's about 2 to 4 months before the academy starts. Every week you'll get that from me. So physically, that's how we prepare you for the academy. In addition to that, it's several weekends throughout the hiring process where on Saturdays you can come up and work out with us for about an hour to prepare you for that. So that's the physical side. As far as the academic and mental side of it, we just mention it to you. We always suggest that if you're not a reader, go ahead and start reading something that interests you, whether if it's not the penal code or something like that, which is our governing laws, and something close to that to get you ready for the academic side of things because every week you'll be expected to take a test. Now you're thoroughly reviewed for that test and the material will be covered the previous week. So you can definitely, obviously we're sitting here, so it's something that can be done. But
so there's quite a bit of physical fitness plus the academic side of it. I mean,
most definitely.
In what's a typical academy last?
25 weeks. So if you're a recruit, meaning you have no law enforcement experience or you don't qualify for our lateral academy, it's 25 weeks. If you're a lateral, by definition, a lateral is somebody that has 2 years of police experience, call answering outside of the academy. Then you would go to an 8-week academy. So it's one of the two. So
the lateral academy is a modified academy.
Most definitely, because they already have the experience and all of that.
That makes sense. Okay, so you're a recruit, you pass all the tests, we're getting to graduation time, you're getting your full badge, uniform, your gun, you're getting sworn in by the chief, your family's there, very celebratory situation, highlight in one's life, new chapter in one's life. What happens after that? After the academy trains the person up, to know the laws in the classroom. What happens after that?
Gotcha. So I can remember back, I was class 55, so I came through in 2013, and the most surreal moment was when everything comes to the climax of being sworn in. The chief standing in front of you, you have a nice shiny badge in front of you. You know that you're getting ready to walk in the room. I mean, I even now thinking back, my eyes and everything smiling and everything.
It's life-changing.
Exactly. Yeah. Literally. So that's one thing that's done. So everybody takes the T-code test. Typically on a Monday is when officers already tries to assign it. God forbid somebody doesn't pass it, then they get 2 more other chances, and that'll give us like Wednesday or later on in the week to get them through. So typically take the T-code test. Everybody passes on Monday. The chief will come and swear you in on like a Wednesday or Thursday or something like that, the day before your graduation. So you're sworn in there, and then you also take your oath of office at graduation. So typically that's what follows. Once you've done that, to rewind a little bit, 2 weeks or about a week prior, you'll know what shift you're going to, because you get to meet your field training officer. You get to meet the supervisor of the field training. So upon graduating, typically graduation is on a Thursday or Friday, you'll have that Saturday off. Sunday starts the new week, so you'll if you work that Sunday, then you'll come in to work, and that'll start your shift. And I can remember the first time getting in the car with my field training officer, like, man, this is real. I'm a real police officer now, So that's typically how it works. You're sworn in, and then typically Thursday or Friday is your graduation, your official graduation, and then Sunday you'll start your shift. But if it backs up to your days off, then you'll start whenever.
Gotcha. Man, that's awesome. And about how long is our field training process? Do you know?
It's about, I want to say for a recruit is 18 weeks, I believe. And then for a lateral, it's 14 weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay. So lateral is modified. So here in Garland, I know we have different phases of training. And so we have our first phase, about 4 weeks of training. Then we have our second phase. And as you go up the phases, so phase 1, your training officer is doing 75% of the work.
Exactly.
Now sworn officers doing, new rookie officers doing 25% of the work.
Exactly.
They get to phase 2. They even that out a little bit more, 50-50. Third phase, now you're doing 75% of the work, and your training officer is doing 25%. And then we have our fourth and final phase, which we call the ghost phase.
Most definitely.
And it is essentially what it sounds like. You have a training officer there watching you, evaluating you, but they're not really supposed to be there helping. You need your own backup and things like that. Obviously, if another officer needs to step in, the ghost officer will step in and help the recruited, the training officer.
Exactly.
But the whole purpose is to make sure that they can handle these calls on their own. And then after that, they're given their own set of squad car keys, given their own district, and they're still on a probationary phase.
Post-FTO.
So if a supervisor or other officers or other training officers have concerns, they can go back into remedial training and things like that, and try to be addressed to just have a better officer really for the community and things like that. So, man, that's good stuff. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. So from somebody who just wants to be a police officer that has no experience, I mean, we're looking at about a year to year and a handful of months there.
Yeah. So on paper, as a recruit, you're on probation, which is 18 months.
18 months.
And as a lateral, if you come in with experience, then you're on probation for 12 months.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
And then,
do y'all remember anything from y'all's academy days? Like, what was it just like going to class and you're just ready to get home, or what was the academy like?
Man, I remember being terrified because I had no expectation. I was a college athlete, so I went straight from the football field to the law enforcement classroom. Yeah. So, I mean, it was a little bit of a change because I knew football. I was pretty good at football, but the unknown of the academy, for one, and then two, I think the structure. I mean, it was pretty structured.
No, for sure, and it is very intimidating because the law books are so thick.
Oh yeah,
and so you look at that and you're like, how am I ever going to get to this point? And then you think of all the physical fitness that goes into it, and you get very intimidated.
Oh, most definitely.
You know, and so there was a friend of mine, officer here. He gave me some good advice. He was like, "Hey man, just get one foot in front of the other.
That's it.
Don't quit, and read one page after the other, and eventually, before you know it, you're getting through it."
Oh,
and
yeah.
you know, for me, you know, I was class 56, so I was the class right after you, and we had a great group, tight knit group. We're still all very good friends. And we relied on each other.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, in when I talk to recruits in the current academy, I just say, hey, man, make sure there's an answer to everything.
Yeah.
You just got to know how to find that answer.
There you go.
And so you try to rely on one another. Every single recruit in every academy has strengths and weaknesses, and you guys need to balance yourselves out. When I say guys and gals, y'all need to balance yourselves out. And still to this day, I go to my academy mates. I mean,
for sure.
Man, you go through an experience like that, you're really best friends forever, you know? And I'm
kind of like you. I definitely found comfort in the camaraderie of it all. I mean, I'm like you also. I still keep in contact with my classmates. We still help each other out, bounce ideas and certain things off of it. But I can definitely say, I mean, I have a pretty big heart. I'm very driven and determined, but without that camaraderie and the support of my classmates, I don't know. Yeah. So that's definitely
for sure. And man, I mean, it was tough, hard work. Don't get me wrong, but we also had some fun.
No doubt.
You know, I remember we would get together on like the weekends and stuff like that, and just kind of hang out, have a good time, get to know each other, and man, it was a lot of fun. You know, I had a good handful of military guys, veterans, and stuff like that. And so just kind of hearing some of their stories and their past, and, you know, it was really interesting to just kind of get to know everybody. And man, it was a good tight knit group.
Oh yeah, and looking back, some of the intense situations, like laughing at some of our mistakes. I remember we were going through a scenario, and we have some munition rounds, and it makes a pretty big sound, like a shotgun sound. And they always laugh at me because I jumped up and did a whole circle, you know, instead of entering in the building. Yeah. But it's fun times like that you always hold on to and that push you through the difficult times, because you just look at each other and just bust out laughing, you know.
We had a situation, so it was a simulation, right? Yeah. And the simulation was you're clearing a warehouse. Yeah. And so you walk into this big open room and it's dark, so you're using a flashlight and you're going through kind of around, you know, place to place. And two of my academy classmates, they partner you up, so they're going through. And the bad guy, the actor, was standing up kind of on a locker, so they were kind of high off the ground. And they teach you to be a little more authoritative. You know what I mean? Have a good commanding voice for somebody to listen to. And he looks up at him and he goes, "Hey, you, get down from there." It was just so comical, man.
Most definitely.
Just I don't know, some good times, story after story. But man, that's good stuff. I mean. Yeah, and for you to be on the other side of it now,
exactly.
It's like come full circle.
I tell them that all the time.
Recruit, and now you're teaching those recruits, and the young, ambitious minds and people wanting to have a good life. I mean, I assume you enjoy it.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt. It's like making investments in the department, because ultimately anybody that comes through that academy is the future of the department. Because like myself, we both have at least 10 years, Who's to say how much longer we have? But the new people coming in, they're going to be the ones that take over this throne.
Man, and that's a good point. I mean, our chiefs, our command staff, captains, lieutenants, I mean, everybody started off as a recruit.
Exactly.
Whether they were a lateral from another agency or a fresh recruit with no experience, everybody has experienced our academy at some point. And, I think that plays in a hand on making, Garland Police Department as great as they are.
Oh, no doubt.
We worked hard to get to where we are and have a lot of great pride. So.
Exactly.
Well, that's our time. And thank you, Officer Hurst. Appreciate you coming in and talking with us. Thanks for tuning in to Garland Police Department's Long Code podcast. We had a great conversation with Officer Hurse. Hopefully he answered a lot of your questions. We learned a lot. Got to hang out, learn about him a little bit. Trenton,
I just think it was cool that y'all talked about how connected y'all become in the academy. That's something you don't really get on the job training.
That's right, and it's a lot of fun, but it's also very challenging. And so, if you think this is something for you, then we'd love to have you come take a test with us and try it for yourself. But moving on, we hope you enjoyed the podcast. We hope to see you next time right here.
You are clear for long code.